It's all techie stuff. I tell you all about it. Because I'm having a cow. I'm going to go eat the cow that I just had. It's a metaphorical cow.
Oh, okay. So you're metaphorically having the cow, but you're actually going to eat the cow that you metaphorically had.
Thanks for joining us, guys. Have a good one. We told you we'd keep it short this time.
Okay.
People are like, oh, shoot, put the remote down. It's been intense.
Yeah. Emotional and dealing with, telenovela kind of stuff all the time. Like,
Man up, it's allergies.
yeah. I don't know. I guess when she looked up my nose, I looked stuffy.
Just come on and vent.
Just a minute.
That's got to be a separate podcast. That would just be so...
Oh, cathartic.
It's like, really? I just didn't need that.
Right.
I'll grab a short pour of bourbon, some ice in it. I'll go sit in the backyard for a moment.
Just I
Yeah.
try to be super positive, but every now and again, I just need a moment.
You're probably the most positive person on a consistent basis that I've ever met.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey,
I mean, the only other people I can think of are Disney characters.
I'm a teenager, and I told you I got a really bad haircut, and it was bad, people. Not that hair in the 90s was good anyway, but it's the end of the world to me.
Yeah.
So,
It's just something about laughter. You know what I mean?
one of two people who can call me that, just for the record.
Different kind of humor for sure, but it's not for everybody. Taking a deep breath, and there it is. Mystery solved.
Mystery solved. This is why.
And they said, I think it was the second fastest all time. Too.
Just a Sevi. Get some of the gang back together.
Yeah. And that's where the positivity stops, folks. He's going for 100 hours just to make sure. I mean, I come from an ice cream family. I mean, it's the classic one ruins it for the rest.
Yes.
There's one time I knew it. How about that?
I love it.
Yeah. She fell out of the back of the bus.
She fell out of the back of the bus. Just go with us, people. What is going on?
With two fists. Boom, boom, boom.
Diving on top of the goalkeeper and like swinging. We're like,
Clocks the goalie. And someone starts throwing a punch on the parents' side.
Yep.
We're professionals during the day. We don't see this happen.
no, I've actually never seen a fight. Craziness.
Cops got called. Hiding.
Yep.
Cowardly. Selfish.
Yep.
And it makes me mad.
Yep. That's a trigger. Well, that's a trigger for both of us. You know what? It feels really, really freaking good to get it out.
It does. It peeves me.
It keeps me. Whew.
Ah.
Vent session.
Yeah. I'm just hangry is what it is for
You
me.
probably.
Well, let's end this on a positive note. We are positive people.
We are positive people. Come on.
Hibachi and screaming. I'll put
Like I promise I'm not a predator. Bum, bum, bum. She's an April Fool's kind of a gal.
Yeah. Girl, he's behind the front door.
Yes. No more soccer drama.
Biden and our $12 eggs. Don't get me started.
Started bird flu, man.
Biden started bird flu. All right. Bye, Peev'd.
Bicycle. What more can you say?
A lot, but we'll cut it off here.
Welcome to the Mr. and Mrs. Inglis Podcast. I'm Megan.
And I'm Shaen. We're here to talk about the wild ride of raising kids, growing careers, keeping life together in the middle of all the chaos.
So buckle up, because we're all in this crazy journey together.
Bop, bop, bop.
We got a slow bop on that one.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's late.
It's all techie stuff. I tell you all about it, but
It's way over my head.
it's weird. Yeah. Soundboard engineering. It's a science. I mean, I've spent.
You've become an expert pretty quickly. It is all over my head. Like,
No, it's
I don't-
not.
I
I'm
don't know
kidding.
any of
I'm
these
obviously joking around here. It's like I'm sitting way down here in this deep seat here.
I know.
Well, welcome.
Welcome to another edition of Mr. and Mrs.
Date night. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
I know. We should add that on like our tagline or something.
We could. We actually delayed the filming of this one for several reasons.
Several reasons.
Yeah. And now we're kind of backed into a corner. We got to get it done. And I would say emotions are just as high as they were
I think
this weekend when we.
Yeah, I agree. Like we delayed the filming of this because it was a very emotional, really 4 days.
Mm-hmm.
Busy 4 days too. Like so in addition to just being emotional and dealing with, telenovela kind of stuff all the time, like it's just like we're gonna wait until Monday when the dust is settled. And no, it's still just as crazy.
Yeah, still blowing dust.
Yeah.
Still settling. Can't see the path.
I know. Kind of like that big dust storm from West Texas that blew, 12 inches of dirt into our pool.
Yeah. Not quite 12 inches, but we're still clearing it out. That was something last week. And it's pollen season, so
I know, it's pollen season.
it's the great yellowing, as we refer to it here to some degree.
Yeah. And, our oldest son looking like he's either been crying constantly or...
Allergies are so bad.
So bad.
I always tell everybody, like, I never had allergies growing up. And ever since, I guess we moved to Chicago, and I developed allergies there in my 30s. And they're terrible. Like, when they hit you hard, like, you can't tell if you're dying, like, sick, or if it's just like, man up, it's allergies.
Yeah.
But, then I got a bunch of, like, head colds. They turn into sinus infections. Not much anymore because I figured it out. As in life, you kind of figure stuff out, how to avoid good and bad, or the bad, I guess.
Yeah.
But then when I would go back to Colorado, I'd have allergies there then too, which I never had them growing up. Remember when we moved back there, I got them.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if it's this pollen or what it is, but once it gets you, the bug.
It really does. And I've heard that in Texas they're really bad. Like almost everyone in Texas is on some type of allergy pill.
Did you have it? I mean,
no, not really.
Growing up, no.
Yeah. I didn't really start getting allergies until I was pregnant. And there is such a thing as like pregnancy-induced allergies. So it wasn't until like then that I had them. And ever since then I've had them. Mine aren't usually horrible though.
Yeah.
Unlike our oldest who I truly asked him if he had been crying.
Yeah. No, he
like,
did look bad.
Are you okay?
He did look bad. So allergy season where everybody's at taking allergies. I keep talking about, I don't know if I should be taking those allergy pills. I take them year round for like 10 years now.
Mm-hmm. My doctor actually told me that I should.
Oh, so that you can do that? It's
Yeah, she wants me doing that because it, in theory, would help with my migraines because she's like, you're really stuffy. And I was like, I don't feel stuffy. But I don't know. I guess when she looked up my nose, I looked stuffy.
Wonder what your voice sounds like without all your stuffiness then.
I don't know. I don't know. I wouldn't know the difference because...
Neither would I. You don't sound stuffy to me.
Yeah.
But.
Although, do you remember when we first met and we got off the cruise and you and I had just started talking? Do you remember for that first 2 weeks, I was sick as a dog and I basically had no voice. I was super, super stuffy. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do. You got sick afterwards. I do remember that.
Mm-hmm. So for the first 2 weeks of our entire relationship as we're getting to know each other, you didn't even know what my normal voice sounded.
Talked a lot on the phone.
A lot on the phone, yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
That was good. So
I always think about that. It's like, I was really sick.
Well, we can at least talk about the good things that happened this week. At least start there, because I'm sure we'll get into. I keep talking about we need to have a segment on here that's, a
complaining corner.
A complaining quarter, or I'm peeved.
I'm peeved. Mm-hmm, that's a good one.
Something like that, just to complain. But then it'll just be we're trying to shorten.
Yeah, we've been trying to shorten it.
The
but
show.
Then,
if we add that, I mean, it could get really long.
Yes. And do people really just want to hear us complain and moan for, 30 minutes?
That's got to be a separate podcast. That would just be so...
Oh, cathartic.
Cathartic.
Oh, that would feel really good.
Not uplifting, but...
No.
Yeah. That's what... We could just start one. That's one that guests would love to come on, right? Like, hey, just come on and vent.
Just...
Get all the poison out.
All your grievances. Yeah.
It's like those places you can go to that you can just throw plates against the wall. You can break plates because you're mad. Mm-hmm. Scream, yell, and break plates. Mm-hmm. Just not sure that would put that much positivity out.
Right. I don't know. I think that just might feed the negativity that's already everywhere right now.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Yeah. We were just talking about that, weren't we? It's like, I just feel like I'm on a downhill roll of negativity right now.
Yes. And how sometimes it's just like that.
Yeah.
And I don't know why. It feels like it gets in it comes in spurts.
Yep.
Just like I think good things, even when you're on a high, you're like, oh, this is great. It can last a little while. And then, yeah, that valley comes. It's just like.
It's like deaths, right? I always say deaths come in threes or something like that. And
Yeah.
it's like tough times or stressful times or these emotionally distressing times.
Yeah.
They come, sometimes they come in multiples. I feel like it's like piling on sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, really, I just didn't need that.
Right. You're like, I was dealing with whatever, the initial, few things that hit you. And you're like,
Yeah.
I was really trying to stay positive and upbeat. And really, then this last thing happened.
Yeah.
Like, I just didn't need it.
Yeah.
Like,
I think we do try to stay positive as much as we possibly can, especially publicly. I don't know what that percentage is, 5% of the time, behind our closed doors, we can air out and just be mad at whatever we're mad at to some degree. But man, sometimes it's just like, you know what? I don't want to be in a good mood anymore. I'm mad about how this is happening, or I'm mad about this or that.
right. And it's the things that you have no control over, right? And it's easier to get mad at those kind of things.
Yeah.
You're like, I can't fix it. I can't do anything about it. So just give me a minute to like stew and be super peeved.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Sometimes you need that.
Yeah, I do that sometimes. I'm like, I need time. Give me a moment. I'll get through it, but
Yeah.
I'm working through something right now.
Yeah.
I'm going to go sit in the back and
Just gonna sit.
just going to sit.
You can watch a show. So you can. I don't
I
know.
don't have that long to do it.
Yeah, you usually.
I wish I
don't.
did. I'm going to go watch Netflix for 10
just-
hours.
It's never been 10 hours. You might get one show.
For me, it's usually, I'll grab a short pour of bourbon,
Yeah.
some ice in it. I'll go sit in the backyard for a moment.
Just decompress a little bit.
Hear some birds.
Yeah, that really does help.
It
Now
does.
that the spring is here, like that.
Yeah.
There's something about, regardless of how tired I am, like walking out first thing to take the dog out and you hear the birds, it really does kind of set that mood for the day. But man, I know what you mean though, because sometimes you're like, just let me be pissed.
Yeah.
Like,
That's right.
I know that sounds bad, but like, I
Yeah.
try to be super positive, but every now and again, I just need a moment.
You're probably the most positive person on a consistent basis that I've ever met.
Really? Well, thank you. That actually, thank you.
You're welcome.
I,
I mean, the only other people I can think of are Disney characters. Probably so. I mean, you just have a really light outlook. One of the things I say, and I think you've heard me say it to you, you take it as a compliment, but you laugh easily. You're lighthearted.
yeah.
Which as intelligent as you are and as sometimes as hard as your job is and the stuff that you're dealing with there and pushing through there, you so easily can turn from that and be lighthearted and laugh at something. And I think that's special.
Well, thank you. That means a lot. And
Yeah.
I think I've told you this story. I saw my grandparents live to be very old. I know I've talked about it on the podcast. And I know that my grandmothers in particular, they laughed all the time. And I remember being a sullen teenager, and I told you I got a really bad haircut. And it was bad, people. Not that hair in the 90s was good anyway, but this was bad. And I was, 15, 16 years old. So this was the end of the world to me.
Yeah.
And my grandmother laughed. She's like, Maggie, one of two people who can call me that, just for the record. Maggie, it's okay. It'll grow out. It's fine. It's just a haircut. That's fine. And I remember being so mad at the time, but looking back on that moment and being like, wow, she had perspective.
Mm-hmm.
To be like, your hair is going to grow out. It doesn't look as bad as you think it does.
Mm-hmm.
And ever since then, I'm like, be that person to laugh, like, at the right times.
Yeah.
Just try. Because I know that my grandparents were people that everyone wanted to be around.
Yeah.
They
They're
made
great.
an impact in this world, and a positive impact in this world.
Yeah.
We still talk about them,
Yeah.
and they've been gone for a couple of years.
Mm-hmm. They're
Anyway.
special.
Yeah. But I try, but there are times, and you know this, I can go down that hole pretty quickly. You've also seen me unravel quickly, so.
It's just something about laughter. You know what I mean? I mean, you talk about family. I know, we spent more time in my family around probably my mother's side of the family because we lived in the same city as most of them growing up.
Yeah.
And, man, going to their house and playing games till late at night, that place was filled with laughter all the time. My uncles, my grandfather, the aunts, and like my uncles in particular, they just laughed, and I can hear my aunts now too, now that I say that, but it was filled with laughter. That's just something special to that. And in these times that we live in, and even just specific to this weekend, taking a deep breath and, I don't know. I don't know how to find levity in these tough situations, but being able to at some point find a lightness in life.
Yep.
Because you can't laugh through what we're going through right now.
No. You can find little pockets of like, okay, whatever just happened was really funny. I can't remember now
I missed it too on that text. There's a text chain going on, and I was like, oh, should I say this? I had texted it out. I'm like, it's probably too early for this joke. And then someone else took the joke.
I know.
And everybody's like, that was hilarious. And I was like,
blast.
Yeah.
You should have taken the joke.
No.
Because you're so funny. You're so good at lightening that situation with the right sense of humor and bringing a little levity that way.
Yeah, I don't know.
You do that well.
Different kind of humor for sure, but it's not for everybody.
I think it's hilarious.
I think it's primarily for you. And we just said you laugh so easily, so there it is. Mystery solved.
Mystery solved. This is why we are a good couple together, right?
Yeah.
Because we complete each other's.
Sentences?
Here we go. Yeah.
We'll go on that one. Thanks for joining us, guys. Have a good one. We told you we'd keep it short this time. 13 minutes. Okay, we'll keep going for a little bit longer.
A little longer.
People are like, oh, shoot, put the remote down. Got a whole. So we are trying to keep it shorter. Every time we do it, we almost go longer, though.
I know. Well, and
we're targeting 30 minutes.
We're targeting 30 minutes.
13 minutes into it, and we haven't even talked about what we're so pissed off about.
I know. Oh, we're just like dangling it out there. It's funny because
we can't get into too many details on it. It's part of the problem right now.
I know. And it's one of those things. What we did when we were prepping, we always write out just a couple topics for us to cover. Clearly, we kind of meander through these conversations, as you all could tell if you've been listening. Yeah. And you're like, so what should we talk about? Obviously, some of the bigger things. I was like, but we're going to need structure tonight because we will just go off on a tangent.
Yeah, we could have a lot to say about what's happened. And we'll get into it a little bit here. But let's talk about the good things. We'll backtrack to last Wednesday. It was city track meet finals, actually district, so it was bigger than just the city.
Yep. So our daughter, she competed hard. Yeah,
so hopefully you've seen the Instagrams of her. She's blessed athletically, and she was in the finals of the 100-meter dash, the finals of the 4x1, and the finals of the 4x2. Yep. And it was interesting because we were nervous for it, right? It's her first time doing it. They only had 2 track meets before this because a couple were canceled. So
because of weather. They
never really even got into true form. Yeah. Her club hasn't had a track meet yet. Hopefully that's coming up soon here. Yeah. But it was interesting. She met her first, kind of trial and tribulations, immediately.
Yes.
So in the 4x1, I don't want to talk too much here, but there's another team, another school that they've been back and forth on the fastest times for the year. Long story short, 4x1, our daughter runs the second leg on that one, and unfortunately, the poor girl who runs very fast in the initial leg, the first person off, she dropped the baton like halfway across, like down the track. Yeah. It hit her leg or something like that, so she had to go back. I'm filming, and I'm like expecting them to come out because it was kind of behind a building of some sort or a sign.
She came out at a fast start too, and
I was like, "Where's our daughter at? Where are they at? Where's our team at?"
Yeah.
So, and they weren't there. They came out basically last on that, and they ended up getting second to last, I think.
Second to last because I think someone else dropped the baton, but
losers.
I just felt so.
Just kidding.
did they do that?
Anyway, so she comes out of that
Yes.
sad, mad. Everybody's frustrated because they were supposed to win. So anyways, they're upset on that.
Yep.
I think she's super nervous because it's really her first time in any finals and stuff like that. Her stomach's hurting.
Yeah. I think she was a little nervous, which caused some stomach issues. Like,
Yeah, and she's mad about the other one. So she's going down to do her one individual event, the 100, which is, everybody who's watched the Olympics. I mean, that's kind of one of the big ones because it's the fast people, and everybody enjoys watching that one. So she's in there right next to the girl who she's never ran head to head. And
their times have been neck and neck all year.
yeah, in fact, somebody goes to school with that other girl, but the other girl was nervous to race our daughter.
Yeah.
Because of the times were so close.
Yeah.
So I'm sure neither one of these girls had really lost all year.
Correct. Because they never raced against each other.
But Isla did get second to her in the very first track meet.
Yeah.
Because they only did heats. They didn't have a final.
They never raced against each other in the same heat.
Right. So there's no final. They just took the top times, and that was who won that one. And that girl beat our daughter by a few hundredths of a second. So, but that girl has seen since then our daughter's bested those times.
Yep.
And so she was nervous to race our daughter. Our daughter was nervous to race her.
Yep. Needless to say.
Yeah. Needless to say. Go ahead.
Our daughter, she did stumble, quickly out of the starting blocks. She made up a ton. She made up and came in neck and neck. She did take second, but she got her personal best, which was awesome. She set her own PR.
Yeah.
And that's so much about, I think, track in general is, measure your individual performance. Medals and ribbons are awesome.
Yeah.
We do everybody likes those. But she had a personal record, and I truly think that had she not stumbled, she would have won.
Yeah, I was so happy for her. Yeah, and she stumbled. I put it up on Instagram, and you can kind of see it. You can't see it as well, but you can kind of see her dip. But she's like, I stumbled twice.
Yeah.
Not trying to throw excuses out. The other girl won.
She did.
Our daughter had a great chance to come back, but she really showed a lot of heart coming back because she came back from sixth place.
Yeah.
To finish in second against the girl with the third fastest time of the year.
Exactly.
She tracked her down.
And 100 meters is not.
No, 20 more feet. Our daughter, I think, would have tracked down the girl in first place too. But anyways, and then they came back and smashed in the 4x2.
4x2.
Same team, same four girls that were in the 4x1 on the other team.
Yeah.
Same four girls on our team, and they beat them by 20 seconds.
Yeah. It was good to end on a high note.
And they said, I think it was the second fastest all time.
Yeah.
In that they missed the record, but it was the second fastest time of all time, I think. At the district, yeah.
Oh, at the district, wow.
Level for them. So
cool.
So really cool.
Yeah, and they showed. I mean, it just showed a lot of heart, and it's not easy. And I think one of the things that's challenging is our daughter's events are all pretty much back to back to back to back. And she got up. I think she was bummed that that second place I think really stung her, but I'm excited to see these two girls race each other over the next. I mean, they're going to race against each other for the next 6 years.
Yep.
And it'll be fun to watch them.
Yeah.
They'll push each other.
Yeah.
So
I think it's fun because since our daughter doesn't play soccer this year, this is the only time we get to see her compete, kind of.
Yeah.
Thus far in a whole year, so it's been intense.
Yeah.
To watch her do this, and track being mostly individual on some of those events. There's just more at stake than the boys, playing team sports and individually trying to, play well within their team structure.
Yeah.
So.
Although she will be playing soccer here for the school because we found out tonight.
Yep.
She made the soccer team, which was great.
Yep. It's only one team for the whole school. 8th graders and 7th graders. She's a Sevi.
Yeah.
As they're so kindly referred to.
She's a Sevi. Yeah.
So good for her. Very proud.
Yeah.
As we are. I know we probably talk too much about our kids and don't want to come across too braggy on this, but everybody's proud of their kids.
Yeah. And it's cool. I'm excited because she'll be with a lot of not a whole lot, but a few of her actual teammates that used to be on her team when she was playing club soccer. So it'll be fun to get some of the gang back together.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
Some of her besties, which is awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
It'll be fun. But
And that's where the positivity stops, folks.
I know.
I'll mention I'm on a fast one more time.
Yes.
So
And-
not that anybody really cares, but go ahead, and.
Well, and I feel a little bit guilty here because here I made dinner tonight and like we're all eating directly in front of him. The last time you were on a fast, you weren't even home that night.
Yeah.
And so you didn't have the temptation of the smell of food, people truly eating in front of you. Like,
Yeah, there's some self-discipline in this, and it's hard because I love eating. But one thing is, so I decided to do this, but then I told you on the last show, I think my cousin does this too.
Yeah.
So he actually started Sunday night as well.
Okay.
I started Sunday night, maybe a little bit later than him, but he's going for 100 hours. He hasn't made it yet, but he's trying, which is crazy.
That's incredible.
But he's like, I can do
Good for you.
48 without blinking. He's like, 48's easy. And I'm like, 48? Well, I don't know. I've only done it once.
Right.
So anyways, we already talked about fasting on this show once before. So, but I think I might do it every Monday. If you could fast, I did the quick math on it. It's like 50,000 less calories a year. 52 days a year you don't eat. When I overeat the other 312, whatever it is, that would help probably.
Yeah.
I mean, the ice cream bowl I had last night was just stupid. That's partially why I did it. I'm like, why did I take that much ice cream?
I didn't even realize that you had a whole lot. I guess I was watching our youngest overfill the cup that he was making a milkshake out of.
I had the rest of our daughter's, somebody's ice cream birthday
Oh,
cake.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then I threw like 3 more scoops of cookies and cream ice cream on top of it
Oh, okay. Well,
just to make sure. I mean, I come from an ice cream family. I mean,
you do.
and you're not. You love cake.
I like ice cream every now and again, but it's not my go-to dessert.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you love ice cream. Chocolate. See, I do know that, when you are on your deathbed, just give you chocolate milkshakes.
Chocolate milkshakes and Celine Dion and
Yep.
you and the kids. That's all I need.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
It actually sounds pretty darn good.
Yeah. I'm not looking forward to it, I don't want to say.
No. Don't wish time away. But in that moment.
But 55 years from now or so, that'll be about right.
Yeah, 55.
I don't know. We've got long jeans. I don't know if I've got that long of jeans, but
You do.
we'll give it a go.
Yeah. Well,
So,
especially if, the stress of the last 5 days or whatever.
I'll let you get into it because I don't know how to get into it without being somebody emotional. And it's not the end of the world, but it's
Not.
super frustrating and just other people being selfish in making decisions for our family that are our family's decisions to make.
Yeah.
Forcing the hand.
Yeah. And then and part of it is, with this type of drama, and you and I both are really trying to have perspective because there are people in this world and even problems in our own lives that are actually much bigger than some of the soccer drama that's happened.
That's a good point.
And we try to keep it in perspective. But what's frustrating is we spend so much time and, our life revolves around the sports that our kids play a lot and really our kids, period. And when something disrupts that, wasn't within our control, that I think is
Or expected or planned for.
expected or planned for, and then it negatively affects your kid and you kind of, in our case, it's like we're counting on an 11-year-old to be more adult than a whole bunch of adults in the room.
Yeah.
And for the record, he's doing an awesome job doing that.
He is doing a really good job doing it.
But no 11-year-old should have to be in that position where they're like, oh, I'm the one who's this happened to me and I didn't have a say and now I just have to be okay with it.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's going to present you with a choice that you never wanted to make in the first place.
yeah. So it's a little frustrating to say the least. And so it's really consumed so much of our time, and which irritates me because I love to vent to you, but I like the venting to you where I can just say it and get it out, and then, we go about and we can talk about all the great things in life and talk about fun stuff. And I feel like for 5 days, all we've done is just unpack the soccer drama.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I don't know how else to say that, but it's been a lot.
It has. I mean, constant texts and emails, during the day, during the work day, and this and that. And
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's tough for us to talk about it because we can't say too much because, I mean, it's still happening. Things are still fluid right now,
Right.
even when this comes out. And I know there's people on our team that watch this,
Right.
and we have to be careful
Right.
of what we say and what we do and, what knowledge we have and don't have and things that we think. And
Right. Well, and because the last thing that we would ever want to do is impact someone else's child or someone else's family by our words, which is exactly what happened to us.
which is exactly. That's what we're trying to avoid right now,
Right.
is exactly what somebody else did to us and put all of us,
Yep.
20 some other kids and families in a
Yep.
position
Yep.
because of one person decided to take it upon themselves to be selfish.
Yeah.
Drives me insane. It's the classic one ruins it for the rest.
Yes. One bad apple ruins the whole bunch. Is that how the saying goes?
Bushel.
Bushel. Oh, see?
There's one time I knew it. How about that?
I love it.
Yeah. That's good.
It's got to feel good
See?
for you, right?
Yeah.
See, you do
I
know.
finished your,
Sentence in that case.
yeah, twice.
Oh,
Oh,
see?
metaphor even. You could have gone with all kinds of things there.
I could have, but sentence actually was the most appropriate.
I cannot believe we're already at 30 minutes here.
That's insane.
So what do you want to do?
I don't know. Do we want to talk just really quickly about the insanity? So what ensued after the track meet?
For 20 more minutes? Oh, yeah. So we leave. Gosh, yeah. All right, buckle up. I forgot about that part.
Yeah. So
This is what started off the
this
soccer.
is what started off. So after the track meet, oh, by the way, the track meet starts with our daughter jumping off the bus and landing on her knees. So that was the other thing that she was dealing with. She has like a bruised and scraped knee because she fell climbing off the bus, which
She fell out of the back of the bus.
she fell out of the back of the bus. Yes, she's 13. Yes, we've been touting her as super athletic, but yes, she also fell out of the back of the bus. Just go with us, people. Anyway, so then, she's mad. We then have to drive to the other side of the Metroplex to get to a soccer game. And not joking, a fight breaks out at that game.
Well, I mean, back up just slightly. This was a contentious, I mean, how do you say this? I mean, like, these top 5 teams in the Metroplex, we've talked about it before, right? There's just a
Yeah.
lot of ego, a lot of pride, a lot of talent,
Oh, yeah.
a lot of all that mixed into this
Yes.
constant emotional, head-to-head meetings, because we
Yes.
play them constantly in these leagues, because certain leagues and certain it's leagues,
Yeah.
that these top teams play in. So we'll play them 2 or 3 times, and
Mhm.
we play each one of them, next night, and then the next one the next night.
Yeah.
And, we know we're familiar with some of the players and the coaches and the other teams'
Oh, yeah.
parents. I mean,
It's
like,
a very small community. and
small
you
community.
get
So
to know everyone.
the bad apples
You
and all
know
that
the
kind
bad
of stuff.
apples. Yeah, you don't actually know all the good ones.
Anyways, this was another one of those teams, and we got down early, and the refs, by the way, are terrible. And I hate, but refs and parents ruin everything. They do.
They do.
We just want to watch kids play.
I just want to watch the kids play.
And refs, anyways,
Anyway, yeah.
and the parents ruin it. So we're down. It's contentious. People are yelling. Well, our youngest
Yeah.
is going after a ball, and he beats the keeper and 2 other players
Yeah.
to it, grabs it, goes down, scores. Empty net,
Empty net.
basically, because he was able to. So he got the tying goal,
Yes.
and everybody's like, yeah, he's running, grabbing it out of the goal, as you do in these situations, because we want to get back and score again.
Score again.
'Cause we should be
exactly.
beating this team.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, as we look back to what else is going on, whistles start blowing.
And we've missed at this point. We've missed what all started. The first thing I see is one of our kids diving on top of the goalkeeper and swinging. We're like, what is going on?
So, I mean, the long and the short of it was after our youngest took the ball from that keeper, he fell on the ground. It was kind of like a collision between our son, the keeper, and two other
Yeah.
defenders. But our son came out with the ball,
Yes.
and the other ones kind of fell.
Yeah.
So one of our players goes up to the goalie who knows him. He spent the night at this guy's house
They're apparently friends.
to make sure he's okay, kind of picks him up. It's like, are you all right? As he starts to turn away, the goalie grabs him in a headlock from
Yes.
behind as he's walking away, slams him into the ground, and proceeds to start slamming his head into the ground.
Yes.
Our team's,
Yes.
player.
Yes. The goalie is doing this to our
the other team's goalie is doing this to our team's player. So we got another player from our team running across the field who now we all have seen the video of this because the video has been made its way
I
out.
actually have not seen this video, but
Some of us have seen it then. This other player on our team clocks the goalie
Yeah.
to stop him beating our other, giving him a
Yeah.
concussion, banging his head into the ground.
Yeah.
And we're playing on turf, so it's not like soft ground.
this is,
like,
this is like cement with turf over the top.
right.
This is
And then that's when the other player kind of came over and jumped on the goalie and started defending our kids. Defending our kids.
Both of our players were defending
Yeah.
our player who was completely getting accosted.
Right. So then, the refs don't handle it well. They don't break it up well. They're trying to give out red cards to the wrong people. And because they're doing the wrong people and talking to the wrong kids, the parents are now yelling at it like, it was that kid at the refs.
Yeah.
And then this is when, luckily this doesn't happen that often.
This is the first I've seen this.
Yeah. But the parents sometimes are just so out of control. And I don't want to always say it's the other team's parents because we have parents that can get rambunctious too, but never to this level.
Right.
So the parents got together at midfield on the sideline
Yeah.
and yelling at each other and this and that. And then someone starts throwing a punch on the parents' side.
Yep.
And we all are we're professionals during the day. We don't see this happen.
No.
This isn't real life, generally speaking.
I've actually never seen a fight.
It's like YouTube type stuff, right?
Yeah. It was craziness.
Cops got called.
Mm-hmm.
Cops showed up. They canceled the game.
Yep.
It was just insane. It was insanity.
Yeah.
And then the next day is when all this other stuff that was unrelated to that
Yeah.
happened. So, literally, since our daughter fell out of the back of the bus, our emotions have been high.
Yes. And we've been in this valley of like, oh my gosh, the stress.
Yeah.
Because I think we said it, our pastor says this, like there's no pain like kid pain.
You said it last week. Totally true.
It's so true. And like when something is negatively impacting our kid, you
Yep.
just feel it in such a way that
Yeah.
you never thought you could.
And then the adults on the side, like after the fight, the adults that are supposedly handling this are like, oh, this is in the best interest of the kids. And it's not.
Yeah.
It just simply isn't. And we've had parent meetings and all this kind of stuff. And I point blank asked, can you walk me through how this is better for the kids?
Yeah.
Because nothing you're saying
Indicates that.
And that's what your whole argument is based on. This is what's best for the kids. But you're not telling us anything
Mm-hmm.
about the kids.
Right.
It's all about your ego.
Yes.
And this one other parent, maybe there's two or three, I don't know, but we all know it's one other parent who decided to be selfish, misrepresent something,
Yep.
and caused an avalanche
Yes.
of issues
Yes. It's
and decisions now.
yes.
And just blew this team up. That's the second best team in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Probably, in any given day, the best team in Texas.
Yep.
And then we got wiped out this weekend in our games because the kids are emotional wrecks. They don't have their regular coach anymore.
Yeah.
And like I said when I walked off, same thing that he said when he walked off. Like, this is what we think is better for our kids.
Yeah. It's been tough.
It's adults not being adults. And that frustrates me beyond belief because I'm a rule follower at heart.
You absolutely are. And I am too.
You are for sure.
Yeah, I think we've established that, right? But you absolutely are. And when people don't play by the rules, that that's a trigger. Well, that's a trigger for both of us.
Mhm.
When people don't play by the rules, and then it affects
And they're cowards by not coming out and saying like, hey, it was me. This is the way I feel.
Yeah.
I did this.
Mhm.
They're cowardly hiding behind this decision that they made for all of us.
Yeah.
Hiding.
Yep.
Cowardly.
Mhm.
Selfish.
Yep.
And it makes me mad.
Yep.
It does. And I know I'll have to cut probably some of this, but
Probably, but you know what? It feels really, really freaking good to get it out.
it does. It peeves me.
It peeves me. I don't even know. Where does that word come from? Peeve?
I think PO'd. You said it earlier, PO'd. And
Yeah. Because
P
sometimes,
is
yeah,
peeved is short for peed.
I know.
Anyways,
Yeah.
that's kind of where we're at a little bit on that. But hopefully next week we'll have some maybe more closure to it. But things have been changing. I mean, even just tonight, like, you know, we got accepted into this large tournament that's by invitation only. It's very well respected.
Yep.
And the roster for that changed tonight. Again, affecting other children
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that had these kids are 11.
They're 11.
And
And their hearts are set when they get into a big tournament like this. I mean, they've worked so hard for this. This is a hallmark moment in these kids' lives.
Mhm.
They'll remember.
and some kids aren't they got yanked out of it.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to be in the tournament anymore.
Yeah.
And that's sad because it's not their fault. And it's
Yep.
this other parent,
Yep.
whoever they may be,
Yep. It's really,
that's done this.
it's sad. Like you said it, they're 11.
Yeah.
11 years old.
Yeah.
Like they're just kids.
And it's parents' egos. That's what frustrates me is that when I say play by the rules, I play by the rules. I play by the rules such that most decisions I make are for the betterment of society,
Yes.
right?
Mm-hmm.
That's when you've reached a level of maturity that you know you can't do selfish things that affect other people
Mm-hmm.
because it's not right
Right.
to do. It's not the right thing to do.
Yep.
If you had that problem, the right thing to do is just quit the team.
Yep.
Not do what this person did.
Yep.
You know, it's a level of immaturity and selfishness
That I simply can't understand.
that unfortunately is, I think, prevalent in our society. And you know, when it hits close like this, and again, to your point, this is not the end of the world. There's much bigger problems in this world.
Yeah.
But at heart, this type of action
Mhm.
is the seed for a lot of the issues in our world
And quite frankly, it's our kids' world.
that we're handing off to them. Yeah. And these 11-year-olds are crying for 5 days straight
Mm-hmm.
because of
One parent.
an adult who can't be an adult.
Yep.
And then hides behind anonymity.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Anyways.
Woo.
Ah.
Vent session.
Yeah. I'm just hangry is what it is for
You
me.
Probably are. I would be if I were you. I don't know how. I don't really stress eat, but I mean, it does make me irritated when I don't eat. So
I did say today, I was like, it's a good thing I'm fasting because I would be emotionally eating right now.
yeah.
I'm starving. I'm not starving. Actually not starving yet.
Yeah.
If I can just get to bed tonight, I'll be all right.
Yeah, you'll
so.
be good.
Yeah. Well, let's end this on a positive note. We are positive people.
We are positive people. And it is getting close to bedtime. So, I mean, hey.
It is. Yeah. We got to squeeze this one in because we got soccer practices and track practices. There's no time.
Yeah. The rest of the week will be a little busy. But, I mean, we don't really have. I mean, this week is a very normal week, I think, coming up.
Yeah.
Maybe we can unpack the 13-year-old birthday party that we had at our house. That was fun.
Oh, next week. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll do that next week.
We will.
Yeah.
It's too long now.
Yeah.
Especially since, I don't know that we have a whole lot going on.
Hibachi and screaming. I'll put an Instagram post up for it, but I haven't done it yet because we took way too many pictures. Honestly, I'm a little overwhelmed with having to edit it. Like, I enjoy doing those things, but I don't want to take 3 hours doing it.
That's my fault.
No, you did a great job because
I never take pictures.
you never take
so-
pictures, and I asked you to do it that night because I just girls and all that kind of stuff. It was just
I agree.
felt
yeah.
more
I
natural. Like I'm in there like,
totally agree. Like, hey, girls.
let's take pictures, girls.
Smile. You're like, I
Right.
promise I'm not a predator. Like, it just.
Well, I wasn't thinking that.
Well,
I mean, that is true, but I mean, that's
It's true, but it's
Maybe
one of
that's the
those
way,
things, like, but you're right. It's more natural for a mom to take those pictures of 13-year-old girls.
I think so.
It's just way more natural.
I think so. Because it all started in the back. Everybody's doing fun posing pictures and stuff like that.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was fun.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I'm not that type of girl dad, I guess, but. All right. Well, we are going to let you go 8 minutes earlier this time, which is good. We're making positive trends here on a little bit shorter. Make more bite size.
See, we are moving things in a positive direction.
Is that the positivity we're leaving the world with today?
I don't know. There's got to be a lot of positivity, right?
There is. There's so many good things.
I mean, tomorrow starts April.
April Fool's Day, though. So maybe there's not anything positive after all.
We should have unpacked like April Fool's jokes. I've never really done a good one.
Well, we can talk about that next week. Maybe there'll be a good one played on you tomorrow.
Bum, bum, bum.
I was just letting it sit there.
You know who will be good at that is our daughter.
Yeah. Oh, she will be.
She's an April Fool's kind of a gal.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she'll just make her brothers mad.
Girl, he's behind the front door.
Oh, that's funny.
All right.
Let's do that. All right.
What's our new ending? We haven't thought of a new ending because we were tasked with that, and we didn't do it.
I don't know. I do like our regular one. Because
No.
we've gotten really good at finishing each other's.
Sandcastles.
What more can you say?
A lot, but we'll cut it off here. For everybody's well-being.
Yes. No more soccer drama.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to go eat a cow. Thank you, guys. See ya.
You're going to eat a cow?
I don't know. I wish I had thought of something better. What's something else I could eat that would be better?
You're going to eat a cow?
Well, I'm starving. That was with the fast thing. I'm starving. I'm going to go eat a cow. Because I'm having a cow. I'm going to go eat the cow that I just had.
Well, now you're just a cannibal.
No, really. It's a cow. It's a metaphorical cow.
Oh, okay.
But I'm going to...
Just like metaphorical food that you're going to eat.
No. I'm not going to metaphorically eat it. I'm going to actually eat it.
Oh, so you're metaphorically having the cow, but you're actually going to eat the cow that you metaphorically had.
Yeah, but there's a better word for actually. What's the word?
Truly?
Physically?
Physically?
No. I don't know.
Oh, we could.
Well, we've got a lot of cow in the refrigerator is what I'm saying. We got some steak in there. We've got some ground beef in there.
Do. Yeah.
That's kind of just what I'm talking about. When it boils down to it.
Got it.
That's something we can talk about grocery prices. It's crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah. Biden and our $12 eggs. Don't get me started.
Don't get me started. Bird flu, man.
Biden started bird flu. That's why it starts with a B. You know that.
Yeah.
All right, we got to go.
Kind of like bubonic plague.
Well, you should have said kind of like bubonic, and then I would have said
Like bubonic?
plague, and then we could have ended it like that. It would have been like a real finish of the sentence. That's what would make it better, like it naturally.
Yeah, it could. But that would be tough to come up with every week.
All right, bye, Peedle.
Bicycle.